And now our continuing series on the greatest artist of all time. And at number 80, Elvis Costello. In the Rolling Stone magazine, Liz Phair wrote, Elvis Costello writes novels in 3 minutes. He gets inside your head and he doesn't let go. I'd pay a great amount of money to audit a course taught by him. If you love Elvis Costello, it's because you love what he's thinking. The depth and breadth of his notice is outstanding. Sometimes I wonder if he watches people on the Strand in London and makes up entire histories for them. When I was a teenager, it was a career aim for many of my friends to have a song written about them by Elvis Costello. His songs about women and girls are devastating, like arrows to the heart. There are very few artists who can depict a woman's life, her thoughts and desires, her failings, like he can. Most rock songs are about women from the outside looking in. They say, babe, you're so hot, come sleep with me. Elvis's songs say, I see you, and I know what you're doing. He catches us at our tricks, and that's always thrilling. Liz Phair continues to write, he's a poet with a punk's heart. There's a Jerry Lee Lewis flavor to the way he just gets in there and lets it rip. His rocking stuff has a lot of raw power, a real physicality. Even when it's just him and a piano on stage, it's powerful. When I first heard him, I was blown away that someone could just spit those words out without even hitting the right notes, with no holding back and no shame. Of course, the attractions were really important to his music. If you're going to cram a whole book into one song, it helps to have a steady groove. And nobody sounds like him. People imitate Stevie Wonder or whomever, but how many people can do Elvis Costello? Not bloody many. His melodies weave in and out and all over the place, and you can tell they just spring out of him. Finally, Elvis is the definition of a career artist. He's always coming up with a different sound, always challenging himself. All of his music tells you, you could come along for the ride, but I'm not stopping. Our song for today is from his 1989 album, Spike, and the song was co-written by Paul McCartney and features him on the bass. It focuses on an older woman who's experienced severe memory loss. The inspiration for the song was his grandmother, who suffered from Alzheimer's. When talking about the song in an interview on VH1, Costello reminisced about his grandmother having, quote, terrifying moments of lucidity. And that was his inspiration for Veronica. It's Costello's highest charting top 40 hit in the U.S. It peaked at number 19 on the Billboard Hot 100. It's our continuing series on the greatest artists of all time. And at number 80, Elvis Costello.
Is it all in that pretty little head of yours? What goes on in that place in the dark? Well, I used to know a girl and I could have sworn that her name was Veronica. Well, she used to have a carefree mind of her own and a delicate look in her eye. These days I'm afraid she's not even sure if her name is Veronica. Do you suppose the waves in hands and eyes Veronica's gone to hiding all the time she laughs and goes and shouts her name and Stephen goes Veronica, Veronica. Days drag by as the favors wane, and he roamed down the town all the while. Will you wake from your dream with a wolf at the door, reaching out for Veronica? Well, it was all 65 years ago, when the world was the street where she lived, and the young man sailed on a ship in the sea with a picture of Veronica on the Empress of India. Closed her eyes upon the world and picked upon the bones of last week's news. Just spoke his name out loud again. Do you suppose the waves in hands and eyes Veronica gone to hide all the time she laughs and goes and shouts her name and steals clothes? will.